good Sunday morning. We're having a look here at your forecast as far as what we're going to be expecting going into the rest of the work week. You know, snow's on the way. So a couple things that we're watching is, of course, the extremely cold temperatures. We're seeing those below 30s kind of sticking around. Winter storm conditions, windy gusts are possible. And what those do, we're going to bring in those freezing conditions, going to have some accumulation of snow. Wind gusts could reach up to around 45 in some places. And of course, hazardous roads because of all the ice and the snow that we're going to be expecting. Here's a look at kind of what we're going to be seeing as far as temperature-wise, 30s and 20s. So we're not really going to get out of the 30 range until maybe by Friday. We could see the 40s return, but we're mainly going to stay in the 20s for most of the day. You can see Wednesday may not even get above freezing. Says 33, but it maybe could be maybe around 32 or less. Now, as far as what we're watching for the snow, you can see this is the GFS. It shows mainly some ice starting us off. This is 9 p.m. on Tuesday. This brings in some snow with it around 1:30 in the morning on Wednesday. And then it brings in some ice again, but this mainly stays down towards the Wilmington area below Morehead City and Atlantic Beach. And it kind of starts moving southward and staying away from Eastern Carolina by around 10 o'clock in the morning. The Euro model shows something a little bit different. Still shows us getting snow, but you can see the snow comes in around 9 o'clock again, but it shows most of the Carolinas getting the snow. Now, yesterday, most of the Carolinas were seeing it, but it's starting to move off towards us, and we're going to be seeing a lot of the snowfall kind of really stick around and stay with us here for the European model until way early Wednesday morning. And then those who are early risers tend to wake up pretty early. This is 5:30. Still going to see the majority of the heaviest snow staying on the outer banks. So they could see some worse conditions than us inland and us here on our coast as far as Atlantic Beach. And we're going to be seeing it turn to ice around 8:30 in the morning. So that's one thing that they are agreeing upon, is it's starting to end around 8:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning here. You can see, and then by the evening hours, things really clear out and we kind of stay a little bit more dry, and we're going to be able to enjoy the snow laying on the ground and not it falling. But chances for above 2 inches, this had stayed the same for the past couple hours. 65 to 75% chance for most of the Carolinas. 50 to 60% chances in Kenansville, Kenston, Greenville, Williamston. And then as you head more towards the west, below 50% chance. And of course, these could increase as we head into the evening hours of today. We are still a couple days away, and forecasts could, of course, change. Now, stay prepared for the cold. Here's just a couple of tips, and we're going to go through a couple of them. Could see salt the driveways and the sidewalks, because some places they'll salt those public areas, but not your own house. And if you do need to travel during these times, make sure you salt those. Wear multiple layers. Now, coming into work, we normally wear maybe 2 to 3 layers, and that's just when it's really cold outside. These temperatures are staying below freezing with wind gusts that could make those temperatures dip even more. So wear more layers than you need to. Bring those pets inside. Limit your time outside as well as the pets' time outside. Clear a spot. What we used to do is we used to put a carpet or a rug that we would normally use outside on top of our grass. That way the pets would have a place to maybe go outside and do their business. So that way they don't have to be in the snow and freeze their feet. So that may be a good idea to do if you have some pets out there. And stock up on necessities. You don't need to go to the store and buy out their entire bread and milk section, but make sure you have enough for your family so you can make sure, in case you are stuck in the house and you don't want to drive in the snow, that you are prepared. Driving, if you have to, try to avoid it if it's not necessary, but if it is, watch for ice patches as well as black ice, because we saw rain today and we're going to get in freezing tonight. That could become our issue in the morning. Increase following distance, decrease your drive speed. Gonna want to make sure that you take your time if you do need to travel. Add a couple extra minutes to that commute time. And preventing those frozen pipes. This is one of the biggest things people here kind of allow to happen, and here's some ways that you can prevent that. Remove the drain and outdoor hoses. What we normally would do back home in Western Carolina is we have a cover for any of our faucets outside. That's good to maybe go ahead and grab. Keep the garage doors closed as well as any doors or windows to keep the heat inside. Open those kitchen cabinet doors and let water drip from your faucet, from your showers and your sinks. That way those won't get frozen as well. But here's a look at the 7-day forecast. We do have weather alert days in place for the next 4 days, so just expect us to talk about the snow and the cold every single newscast, because that's what we're really going to be talking about. I mentioned those rain chances, 60 to 40% by the time we hit the snow range. Do have another chance on Friday. We're going to be talking about that more as we head into the week, but of course the main story right now is going to be our 4 weather alert days. But again, just prepare to have maybe some ice on Friday as you end your week, but then we clear out by Saturday. So we'll have more on your forecast for every show today, as well as heading into the week, and we'll keep you updated online and on air of what to expect. So good thing is, download that Storm Track 12 weather app as well as our WCTI 12 app, because after every show we upload our full forecast and keep you updated on the full weather story so you can stay prepared, especially during winter weather like this. I'm Meteorologist Lana Foss here in the studio, keeping you updated on live on what we're going to be expecting as snow is on the way. So have a good day and stay safe out there.